What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Ranked and Relentless podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Austin.
I wish you could hear the burp this motherfucker just ripped. Literally, as I hit record. Like, I was like, damn. We have a little, peel the curtain back. We've got a little countdown that tells us when the recording's going to start. I fucking wish it didn't exist for a second. Because you should have heard that masterpiece this dude just ripped. That was wild.
Man, not 12 seconds in, you're already ripping on me.
Speaking of ripping, how you been, buddy?
I've been great. You?
Yeah. I know we knocked out a couple of episodes last week. So we're a little ahead or a little behind technically. In our time, we're ahead. Right as of right now, that Architects episode hadn't come out yet.
No.
But by the time you're watching this, you've already watched that episode and hopefully liked it. This week we're talking about Riot from Paramore, which I feel like we should full disclose some things before we start on any of these episodes. Because, like, we were very generous about that with the Rise Against one and how much we did not like that.
Yeah.
Riot from Paramore, Austin, pretty good album, right?
Solid.
All right, once again, calm down.
No, it's a good. It's the only one I can just go through. All the other albums I have like a couple singles that I like, but this
From
one,
Paramore?
Yeah.
I would say Brand New Eyes for me is probably...
That's great. The singles on that one are fantastic.
No, and look, full disclosure, there's 4 singles on this one. I'll be real with you from jump. 3 of them are on my list. But this is one of those records that, like, there's a couple of songs on here that aren't on my list that were contenders. Yeah. Like, were real contenders. Like, my number 4 and 5 I had to really think about for a while. But there's not a bad song on this record whatsoever.
Some you can skip, just like, all right, I'm not really...
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, We Are Broken. I'll skip it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we're going to get to that later, I guess. I jumped the gun a little bit on that. But no, like, we had us a little reset, though. You know, you went out of town for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, got you a little reset. I went and did the unthinkable. I went viral. And by viral, I mean the clip got viewed about 1,000 times, which in wrestling, I guess, is pretty good. I did the unthinkable and popped back up at a promotion that I haven't done in a long time. I'm 65 shows into the year at time of recording, and this name hasn't popped up on my list once. So that was something. A lot of people had some thinks and thoughts about that. And we'll see where that goes. I don't have any plans with that. I don't talk about the wrestling side too much, as I realize I've got this fucking asshole on my shirt right now. Just called him losing his championship a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, like, things are going well, and I'm glad that we've got a decent record to talk about. Because boy, if we were talking about that new Rise Against album now, what a downer. Like that.
It's so unfortunate. I had such high hopes, but hey.
Well, I want to ask you now, like, it's been a week or so since we did that episode.
Yeah.
We had to do 2 back-to-back so that we got a fucking palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
Any of your opinions changed in the last week? Yeah.
Not a single one. Like,
I figured as much. So
I have not even touched that. I've gone back and listened to Chevelle here and there the past couple weeks, just throwing one. I still throw in a couple, like 1 or 2 Attack Attacks. Fit for King is just now in my YouTube algorithm. It's like it went from Bad Omens being my constant after I play a song. It's now Fit for a King. Other than that, Ricochet's gotta go.
So for me, like, specifically for Chevelle, it made me go and revisit all the old stuff. Like, so right, literally yesterday, like, I was sitting at my computer playing some Minecraft. Me and Austin, big Minecraft dudes. I was playing Minecraft, making a new world.
Thanks for the invite.
I didn't know if you were home yet. Like, I didn't know when you were getting back from your fucking thing. Which is why whenever we play Minecraft together, because we don't do shit together. Austin's like, I'm going to go over here and build my fucking... Actually, let me start with me. I'm going to go over here and build a very modest house, probably right on the water, have me a little fishing hole. Austin's, I'm going to go over here and build the most fucking elaborate fortress you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
You got to have rooms, sections, dude.
That's, I don't make rooms. I just it's just a big shotgun house.
Look, when I play these games, because I even play Grounded, let's throw in the Forest, Minecraft. If I'm in these survival type of looting, grinding games, I'm in it. I am living as this character. How would I be in this? Like, I'm turning it into like a D&D campaign where I'm into this. Like, and I gotta build my house how I want it.
Again. I almost want to try the Forest again. I know.
I love the game, but I get tired of it very quickly.
Yeah, me too.
Grounded has been the only one that style that, dude. Like, I got Grounded too. I've already beaten up to where like I'm waiting for them to give me more of the map and everything. I still get on and just redo my house, go get materials. I enjoy just being there.
Now I just really want to play Minecraft right now. I'm not gonna, so anyway, before I
that too.
So like I was like, let me listen to some old Chevelle. So I just put on one of their, my opinion, probably their best album. And I know it's tough to say. Well, I'm gonna get to that. It's tough to say because there's so many bangers. Like Wonder What's Next. You can argue easily one of their best albums, if not the best. Like some of the biggest singles are on there. For me, peak Chevelle is Vina Sera.
Really?
I put on Vina Sera front really? And once it got to the Fad, I'm like, God damn it, I fucking love this album so much. Like the Fad is probably one of my favorite singles. That one also had I Get It, which is one of their best singles.
You're right. Oh, dude, yeah.
Like his vocals were just perfect on that fucking record. Like, and all the non-singles are bang. Like there isn't a single not banger on that fucking album.
I think I can agree with you because yet again a banger of an intro song.
Oh my god, right?
Anti-Saint just. But like, see, for me,
Anti-Saint is so good. It sets the pace of the album so well.
It's a mixture of me and this type of thinking might be mine.
This type of thing is another great.
Vitamin R is still running, but like, you know that
so many good albums.
But it's like, honestly, I can go 50-50 between Vina Sera and this type of thinking. Like they're both like the Wonder What's Next. Great, of course, we know we did the whole, but like those two are just Sci-Fi Crimes is okay, but no.
Sci-Fi Crimes is one of those that, like, when it first came out, I was like, okay, if it's not Jars, I don't care. And then I listened to it. Like, I really sat down and, like, that's one of those, oddly enough, it took a couple of listens.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was, to me, the album that kind of started what we got with Neurodius. Like, I really feel like Sci-Fi Crimes is a precursor to Neurodius. Mm-hmm. And we both love Neurodius. Like, I revisited Sci-Fi Crimes. Like, when it first came out, I was just like, I don't know. And then, like, probably a year later, I went and revisited Sci-Fi Crimes. And I'm like, fuck, this is such a good album.
Because the Jars might be the only one that I'm like, but dude, Shameful Metaphors is my all-time favorite on that album.
Fantastic. Shameful Metaphors, fantastic. Jars is legitimately, I think, probably one of their, if not the best single. Like, that chorus is just untouchable.
Yeah, the chorus is great. Verse,
I love it. I love all of it. I love the guitar. I love everything. But yeah, so like it made me like of basically what I'm saying is we listened to a month's worth of new music, and what it made me want to do was go back and listen to old Chevelle.
Yeah,
that's what it did.
But you're still never gonna do point number one.
I might. I mean, I shouldn't, but I might. Yeah, fuck, dude. I was listening in the car the other day. Some shit from the North Corridor came on, which was an album I've slept on forever. Dude, that's not a fucking bad album at all. Like, it's really fucking not. Like, it's a little different. It's a little grimier than I think what we were used to by that point out of Chevelle, but still a very enjoyable record.
Like, just get you some couple hits, make sure you're feeling nice, and just roll down your windows and just put on point number one. Just see how long you get. I guarantee you're gonna at least get to a long before you're like, all right, time to change it. But that open to point number one is just an immaculate.
I'll do it. I mean, I got a show soon. Who knows? I got doing a lot of post production this week. I've got to call a deathmatch show and post tomorrow. Those are interesting. I always got to hit, dude. The last time we called the show, I love the fucking guy that promotes these shows so much. Like, he's one of my favorite people in wrestling. Genuinely, one of the nicest guys in professional wrestling. So it's like, even though death matches are not my thing, and I've even told him to his face, death matches are not my thing. For this fucking dude, I don't care, dude. Like, I'll do commentary over gay porn for him if he wants me to. Like, there's worse things. To be honest, there's worse things. But like, calling this, like, literally the last time we called one of these shows, we had to stop so many times. And I remember one of the times that we stopped because this dude was hitting somebody with a stop sign. And every time he came back with the stop sign, he hit himself in the head with it. So, like, bang, 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 bang.
Oh,
and I was like, Connor, you please hit stop. And I'm like, did that dumb motherfucker hit himself in the head on the recoil? And he's like, I think that was on purpose. And I'm like,
I don't think it was.
No, the problem is it probably was. I was like, can you just... Because I'm a big logic in wrestling guy. I'm like, the kind of wrestling that I like is the kind of shit that can make sense. Does make sense. Logic already is kind of tough to justify in death matches. Like, yes, I'm going to stand right here and let you repeatedly hit me over the head with light tubes in succession. I will absolutely do that for you, sir. And then this guy's actively hitting himself in the head with a stop sign in between shots. And I was like, I need to get up and walk around for a few minutes. Like, this is... But I'll do them. Like, I love the homie. And, you know, I'm not going to say the name of it just in case it upsets anybody. But, like, I like it. They're fun. They're fun to do. Mm-hmm. But sometimes they're tough. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when I've got to call that show again. But yeah, it's cool getting to do shows from home because you can do it in your underwear if you want. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fire. You know what else is pretty fire? Riot by Paramore.
There it is.
We're going to talk about it. This album was released June 12th, 2007. I'm in high school. I think you're almost there. 2007.
Fucking math right now? Shit.
I started high school in 06, so you were probably a year or so behind.
I would have been in 7th grade.
Yeah, you failed a couple times because you're a dumbass, right?
I mean, we didn't have to call it like that, but that's none of your fucking business, is it?
Right or wrong?
I mean, I failed 7th grade once.
I did too, in fairness.
All right then.
I got expelled though.
Hey, I didn't. I dropped out.
So, well, you know, it's in the Maury Povich show, but you know, we need to have us a sit down for sure. There's no inhibition on this show. Recorded between January and April of 07. Got to release just a few short months later. Recorded at 2 different studios in New Jersey, which New Jersey's choice. Fueled by Ramen, the label, stayed with Fueled by Ramen. I don't know if they're still with Fueled by Ramen, but that's definitely where they got known. Like they were one of the bigger stars. Of that emo pop punk era. I was just trying to burp like you did before the show. I got mine on camera, Austin.
Ain't gonna happen.
You do it on camera. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Now, an interesting thing about this. It's interesting to me. Nobody watching this might find this interesting. Whenever you put a record out, you release your single, your lead single, usually a month or 2 before the album comes out. Some bands will get a little crazy and like, hey, we have this song out. Let's put this out and not have the album ready for a year. Architects is really bad about that. But they released the record in the middle of June. The next month, in the middle of July, is when Misery Business releases the first single. What kind of choice is that? We put the album out first, and then we do the single.
Probably because no one cared. Probably a lot of people didn't know who Paramore was. And then when Riot...
That's why you do singles.
Well, here's the thing. When Riot hit, they probably had enough money to make the videos for Misery Business because of the CD sale. Like, we're talking 2007, Paramore wasn't really like...
No,
nobody knew about the album until Misery Business, so...
I mean, straight up, dude. I mean, I remember
they probably didn't have a choice.
I remember that shit playing on the radio, getting airplay. I remember... at that point in time, like when I'm in high school, like I remember MTV actually had music videos, but like even then, like late aughts, like MTV, it was MTV and MTV2. All the music videos got relegated to MTV2, while MTV, music television, was nothing but reality shows and horseshit. Like if you wanted to watch 16 and Pregnant, you were on Shoot MTV. You wanted to watch the Misery Business music video, you were on MTV2.
Right.
And I remember like getting ready for school and like watching these videos and shit, like some Jimmy World and stuff like that. So I mean, you might be onto something there. I mean, yeah, Fueled by Ramen is an independent label.
I mean, think about the first album. I don't know anything on that first album.
No, I really do.
I didn't know, and I was listening. We were listening to this style music, but Paramore only came out with like. So yeah.
Well, and there's so much like, I don't want to say controversy that surrounds this band. But there's a lot of things we're going to get into today. Very interesting talking points. Because when Paramore got big at this time, they affected not only their own careers, it kind of in a weird-ass way affected a lot of my own decision-making. Because I saw what this band became after Riot, and I fucking hated it. It wasn't even the sound, because Brand New Eyes is still a fantastic record. But we're going to get into the controversies here in just a second. But yeah, like All We Know Is Falling was the first record. I know Hallelujah, which was released as the second single off of this album, was, I believe, written during the All We Know Is Falling time period. But it came out on this record later. Might have even been a couple more songs. I don't fucking know. But a good album.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is what made their careers. A year or two later, you get Brand New Eyes. After that, a lot of controversy surrounding the exit of the Faro brothers, the drummer and guitar player. Also going to get into those. Basically, this album is so it's so weird for me because on one hand, and I kind of talked to you about this a little bit off air last week when we talked about doing this record. I've never sat down and really listened to this album front to back. Never done it. Even going into it, like this morning was whenever I made my top 5. Like, half this album I feel like I've never heard before. Or if I have, maybe it was in passing and I just didn't remember. So, like, there are songs off this record I'd never heard that I'm hearing for the first time. A very fucking enjoyable album. But it started the trend of what Paramore became. These were a bunch of kids, teenagers from the middle of fucking Tennessee. I think Knoxville, something like that.
I thought they're from Oregon.
No. They're from Tennessee.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah, all right.
So, like, grew up, like, so, yeah, it's just south of Nashville, so middle Tennessee. So, like, and grew up, like, you know, in conservative households. Like, I believe some of the members met at, like, fucking Vacation Bible School or some shit like that. Like, yeah, like, which is similar upbringing to, like, we had, if we're being completely honest. You know, like, we were
Southern child.
Yeah, you're Southern musicians, dude. Like, we went to churches growing up, you know. Yeah. We kind of were told a lot of things, grew up in rather conservative homes growing up. You know, we were told a lot of things that we just didn't know any better when we were kids. And as we grew up to make our own opinions, we were like, okay, well, maybe some of the shit that I was told as a kid was wrong and borderline fucked up. There's a little bit of that in their lives. They got started very young, teenagers, and very, very young whenever this album took off. And it did a lot of good for Haley. It did a lot of bad for everybody else. One of the biggest gripes, like so there was the big thing whenever the Faro brothers left, when Zach and Josh Faro left. Zach is a drummer, Josh is a guitar player. Whenever they left, and I'm just going to, this story's going to go all over the place. I want to get this out of the way before we get into actually talking about the tracks. When they left, there was a massive controversy that Josh brought to light that said they had signed to Atlantic Records. They were no longer on Fueled by Ramen. That's just right. I was talking about that earlier. They were no longer Fueled by Ramen. They signed to Atlantic Records. Haley was the only one with an Atlantic Records contract. Nobody else in the band was signed to the label. And it very much became, this is the Haley solo project, and you fucking guys are just here to back her up. And that was such, and like, she didn't, like, so many people didn't see a problem with that. Even the people that stayed in the band were like, yeah, dude, it is what it is. Like, it was a smart business move on our end. And I, like,
not really.
At that time, I'm gonna come back on some of this. At that time, was very much on the side of the Faro brothers, because like Josh Faro co-wrote these songs with Haley throughout this record, throughout All We Know Is Falling, throughout Brand New Eyes, Josh co-wrote these songs. All those badass riffs, like that Misery Business riff, you know, every riff on this record, you know, I mean, Ignorance from on Brand New Eyes, like that's Josh. Yeah. Like that's Josh. A lot of the lyrics was written by Josh as well. And Ignorance, like I felt so bad about him because like you find out during this time, during Riot and going into Brand New Eyes, him and Haley were in a secret relationship that nobody knew about. And then they write Ignorance from Haley's perspective about their relationship. And you go back and watch that music video, she's like in his fucking face.
Yeah. It's great, dude.
Talking shit, ignorance is your new best friend in his fucking face in the music video.
Yeah.
And he's just got to sit there, head down, play guitar like it's not happening.
There's a moment, you know, he's just sitting there just taking it. He's
like,
just
fucking, I'm on the
doing
rail.
inside, yeah.
And then all the while, he's got to sit there going, she's the only one with a fucking contract.
Right.
We're just here. I wrote these fucking songs. She's the only one with a contract. And that affected me so much as an artiste that, and look, you know, an important thing
the man of culture.
An important thing we're going to talk about in this episode is getting started in this. What are you fucking playing with?
Hey, bro, you know what? Life's crazy. All right. So, anyways, when they played
he can't even do the right segue. This affected me so much that whenever there was a point in time, you and one of our other people that we had played music with on a couple of occasions had approached me with, hey, what would you think about having a female-fronted vocalist? All I could think about was, oh, what? So that we can finally get some attention. They get signed by the record label. We don't. And now somebody else is taking credit for all these songs that I wrote. No fucking thank you. Like, I let Paramore decide. Now, obviously, a big theme on this today is going to be you live and you learn. You get older, you grow the fuck up. Go listen to our album, Second Prize in a Beauty Contest. There's a female vocalist on 3 of the fucking songs. You grow the fuck up sometimes. But, like, that bothered me so much. As it, like, finding that out. Like, I can't fucking believe he put in all that goddamn work writing these fucking songs to not only not be signed by the label, not only get to take any real ownership of the music that he played a massive part in creating, but now he's got to get there on stage with his ex-girlfriend and watch her talk shit about him on fucking stage every goddamn night. Then you find out that Josh Farr was a fucking homophobe and kind of a religious nut job, and that had a lot more to do with why he was no longer in the band than his relationship with Haley. And that's tough. That's tough.
I'm enjoying your justifications.
Like that's like at first I was 100. I was so on his side. And it wasn't until recently. Like I don't think it was till like pandemic that it came out that like he had said some fucked up shit. Like I think he had referred to homosexuality as like a fucked up perversion or something like that. And like those people need to get right with God or something. And then Haley had like shared that and was like, this is why that motherfucker got kicked out of the band. This is why me and him didn't work. Like, and I'm like, why didn't you say that before? Why the fuck did you let me defend this guy for so fucking long? Like, and and look, I've said it on the show in passing before. I am pansexual. I don't fucking agree with that take whatsoever. This is one of those art in the artist situations. I feel like in most cases, Chris Benoit killed his fucking family. I'll still watch him wrestle. Like, I'll still watch those matches.
There's certain, I mean, it depends. It had to have been good enough.
Like, the art had to have been. So even then, like, there's one disclaimer for that where, like, the art I loved, Lost Prophets. I can never listen to the music ever again. That lead singer, the biggest piece of shit that was ever created. I will never out loud say what he did because it just makes me feel disgusting. Like, what a fucking monster. Rooftops came on when I was in the car the other day, and I got so upset because I loved that song so fucking much. That's the one time I cannot separate the art from the artist. Every other argument I can do it. And it's like, on the one hand, like, I still do believe Josh got a bad take. Now, if y'all see, I know Austin's looking it up right now, so if you see his eyes go, ooh, fuck.
No, I'm not even looking that guy up. I was looking up another one.
But who?
So Jill, my wife, loved the guy Loveless. This is Loveless. He does a lot of feature, but he did his own like covers. Dude has a phenomenal voice.
I don't know much about him.
Come to find out, he was kind of doing some fuck shit with other girls. And then Jill's like, this is like the one artist I actually fall in love with. And he's a piece of shit. Like, what do we do? I'm like, welcome to the industry, girl. Like,
when you say fuck shit,
like,
you don't have to get okay, then no,
shit.
yeah, that's a little worse than fuck shit. Like, if it was like he was cheating on his spouse or something, it's like, hey, man, that's between him and God.
Little type of shit. You know,
no,
like,
that's, God, no.
That's a little too harsh, because, like, he wasn't going for, but, like, you know, like, 16, 17-year-olds.
That still counts. Like, that's still...
It does. It's not... doesn't make it better, but
depending where you are in the world, that's totally not legal.
I don't think anywhere in
looking
America
at you, specific British wrestler that keeps trying to come back into the business that I have said on record I will never work with ever. Who my wife loved. Who my wife fucking loved. Fuck you, motherfucker. I've been in an elevator with you before, and I was uncomfortable then, and I'm uncomfortable now. But no, like, but it's still like, while clearly those things are true, because Josh has publicly said some, you know, I haven't, like, I mentioned, you know, jokingly on the last episode, has probably said the F word quite a lot in his free time. I imagine he has. I don't think he said it publicly. Like, he said being gay is a perversion, which, you know, obviously, like, I know what he's saying whenever he says that, and that's fucked up. There's way worse things you can say. But
I mean, from a pure Christian man, what can you expect? Like, you expect less?
Bro, you wrote the songs
more.
on this record, which we're going to get to some of the lyrics on this fucking record here in a moment when we get into these lists. So fuck you, Josh Farrow.
I agree.
But it's like, but it's tough because, like, I mean, I was a big, like, guys like him, like brother from Jimmy Eat World, like, those guys are like big reasons that I wanted a Telecaster with the humbuckers, like a Tele Deluxe. Like, those guys are big reasons I wanted to play a Tele. So I'm like, fuck, that looks so cool, dude. If you take the single coils out and put humbuckers in it, it doesn't look like a country guitar. It looks like a rock guitar. I fucking love that, dude. I love this kind of music. And, like, Josh was, dude, like, the writing, Decode for fucking the Twilight movie. Dude, that song rules. Josh had that riff, so fucking recognizable. He wrote so many recognizable parts. And that look, your singer being the only person signed to the record label sucks.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. That wasn't a good business decision. That was somebody taking advantage of Haley. I mean, fuck, Family Guy wrote a whole episode about this when they all became bandmates.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact same shit.
Yeah. Look, actually, I completely forgot about that, so you brought that up. 100%. But, like, that was, like, and it made me, like, resentful of, like, I don't want a female in our band because I don't want to be in this. Because at the same time, like, In This Moment's popping off real big around that time, too. Name one person in that band not named Maria Brink. I fucking
Not
can't.
a fucking clue.
I fucking can't. You watch them on stage, she's got all these, you know, elaborate costumes that she gets in and out of. Everybody else is dressed like an asshole. Like it's, you know, and I mean, fucking Hailstorm's better about it. I think Hailstorm's one of the only real examples of, like, a female fronted band around this time that really treats everybody like they're in the fucking band. I mean, I know my wife loves this one band. I love them too. The Pretty Reckless.
Oh yeah.
Taylor Momsen. You know anybody else in that fucking band?
No, I know she's from The Grinch though.
She was in The Grinch. She was in Gossip Girl.
Yep.
And she got naked in that one video.
Yeah.
Probably
she always has pasties every time she's playing because she takes her shirt off.
She takes her shirt off mid-song. Like, that's all that we know. That's what we know. And the great music, dude.
Yeah, really.
I love like I'd love to cover one of their albums on here, but, like, that made me so jaded as a musician. This is to pop one single person who will never watch this episode, a Southeast artiste, as it were. I never wanted that as a kid. Like, I was like, anytime that got brought up, what would you think about having a female fronted singer? I'd be like, oh, do you want me to just go fuck myself? Because that's what you're asking me. Like,
you would be like over the top, like, dude, it's not that serious.
Like, we're not doing that, dude. You want somebody to take credit for all of my work? Because I mean, like, because I was the primary songwriter. Like, Austin, every once in a blue moon would write lyrics with me. as far as the composition of the songs, that was all me and Austin. One of us would show up with some chords, and then we would build upon that. But as far as lyrics go, 90% of that was me. And I'm like, I'll be god fucking damned if somebody else is taking my credit. Fuck that, dude. I'm not sharing my spotlight. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I
posted a video on YouTube that with a guitar riff I wrote.
Yeah, fuck.
Didn't put me in it.
I wrote the lyrics. I mentioned in the video that you wrote the guitar riff. Are we still on this? We fought about this 15 years ago. We fight about it again. Yeah, but so a lot of controversy around this band.
Yeah.
And for weird reasons, for avoidable reasons, in my opinion. But and look, and some of that was probably, like you said, Haley getting taken advantage of. A young girl in the music industry, I can only imagine.
With that voice too, imagine.
Great singer, great front woman, like so good at so many things. But also whether she did this to herself or whether the industry did it to her, has turned into a hypocrite. And we're going to talk about that as we get this fucking started. Are you ready to go ahead and put this list
Let's
together?
go. Number 5.
Are you up? You're up first?
Yes, I am.
All right, so I am orange, you are white, which is what Chester Cheeto says to the Pillsbury Towboy when he wants to start a fight. What have you got for number 5? I'm gonna keep this going as long as I remember to.
I'm writing these motherfuckers down.
Is this your favorite?
That's my favorite one. This is it. All right.
What do you got?
Misery Business.
Okay, so you know what?
Because look, you want to hear my take on it?
Please.
Great song. Fuck it.
That's it.
It deserves 5. It does deserve 5. But hey, it's so overplayed.
That's always going to be a tough thing doing these lists, because there's certain songs that probably would and probably should deserve to be ranked higher.
Yes.
But we're looking at them like, I've heard this song.
Right. And it's and it's not me playing, because I have songs, going back, I made that comment about Manchester Orchestra being over Linkin Park. Yeah, that was a fucking lie, because I went back through and I'm like, dude, I know every song on every album for Linkin Park. Manchester, a couple I skip. I do not skip a single album of Linkin Park. So I'll take that back. But Misery Business got played. I've been ear raped by Misery Business when I didn't want to hear it. It's just one of those songs all right, cool. Oh, dude, I've been in Albertsons and I've heard this song 3 times in 30 minutes I've fucking been here. There's better shit they've done. This was, it got to a point. But they
were playing that in Albertsons like a motherfucker, weren't they?
But, god damn it, when that song comes on, you're in it. That's the thing.
And as for any of you guys that are listening and not watching the pod, I went ahead and put mine up. We both have Misery Business at 5. For me, it is very much I've heard it a whole lot. Mm-hmm. It is the most recognizable riff on this album, for fucking sure. Just everybody was, when they hit the studio, the rent was due. You can tell.
Yeah.
They were putting it in on this one. My problem is more to do with the aftermath of Misery Business. That I want to get on this soapbox, because Haley Williams has been on her soapbox for a little too fucking long. There is a line in this song. In the second verse, once a whore, you're nothing more, sorry, that'll never change. Haley refused to perform this song live for years because of that song. Only recently, I believe, less than a handful of years ago, put the song back in the set list. And she does this thing that pisses me the fuck off. Where when it gets to that part, I watched a live video of one of the shows shortly after they brought this back. So for context of anybody asking, why would she not want to do this song? Because she grew up and she feels that it's unnecessary to slut shame in her lyrics. She is regretful that she referred to another woman as a whore and wants to take that back. I'll get to that in a second. But when they perform it live now, I saw a video of one of the shows shortly after they finally brought it back to the set list. When it gets to that line, she literally puts her hand over her mouth. And I watched the crowd, obviously, all still sang that part. And she actively wagged her finger in disdain at the crowd. No, that's bad. Don't say that. What do you think they're going to do? Go fucking silent for 2 seconds? What kind of crack are you fucking on? Get over yourself. Like, I get
You're so
growing.
angry.
I'm getting so mad right now. I need to hold on. Let me take.
But like, here's the thing. It could be.
yourself.
It could also be she's wagging her finger like you'll never change. No, like
No,
you know.
no. She's not. She's like mad at. She's letting them like no. You trust me. When you watch it, you go, yeah, I see what she's doing.
Okay.
Like,
I'll take your word for it.
my roommate has seen them live a couple of years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, same shit, dude. She hasn't stopped." And it's like she gets on soapboxes in between every song, like, and she's always like preaching about like what you should do in your life to be a good person. And he even told me like this was like shortly after me and him started working together. He's like, "Dude, he's like, I'm a progressive guy. Like, I'm far away from like that conservative bullshit. Like, I'm a left leaning individual, whatever. I'm like, and even I was there at that show. Like, calm the fuck down, Haley. Jesus Christ, like, shut the fuck up. Dude.
Yeah,
Just
like we're
sing
here
the
for your
song.
music, not your
Yeah, dude.
not
Like,
your
he's
fucking
like literally
beliefs and
every
shit.
other song she's given a fucking ridiculous ass speech where people are like, "Hey, that's great. My buzz is wearing off. So like, can we can we keep this going?" But it's like, for me, I think that's so ridiculous because I give you a great example. I'll give you two examples. One's great, the other one's not. One is A Perfect Circle. And we talked about this whenever we covered Eat the Elephant. The tour that we saw them on, the Eat the Elephant tour, was the first time in close to a decade that they played Judith. The reason they stopped playing Judith is because Maynard no longer necessarily believed with what he wrote. That song is written about his grandmother, who was bound to a wheelchair and was a very religious woman who believed that everything is a part of God's plan. And that just made Maynard even more angry. Like, you still worship this guy who put you in a fucking wheelchair, who made you sick. There's literally a line going into the first chorus that says, "Fuck your God." Like, that's... Now, after several years, Maynard didn't feel that way anymore, so they stopped playing it for a while. Now, granted, 7 years in A Perfect Circle time isn't the same in 7 years for other bands, because, like, A Perfect Circle might have played a handful of shows during that 7 years.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like, he'll focus on one band for several years and then not touch the other ones. So, who the fuck
It'd be like that, yeah.
But they bring it back. He doesn't fucking, even though Billy sings that part, not Maynard. Maynard's not putting his fucking hand over his mouth, wagging his finger in discontent at the fucking crowd.
And honestly, okay, like Haley was talking about some whore that she was stealing from a guy, mind you. But I mean, for Maynard, it was his mom.
It was his grandmother.
It was his mom.
It was his grandmother. Brother, it's his grandmother.
You sure?
Google it right the fuck now.
Okay.
While you're Googling that, I'm going to finish up this rant about Haley. But you also touched on a really great fucking point there, is that she is not the good guy in this fucking song. The perspective in which she is singing from is the perspective of a fucking conniving manipulator who has broke into this couple's relationship, stole this fucking dude, and is now talking shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, the video shows her stealing. The guy's already with another girl.
To me, the toughest...
What a whore.
To me, the meanest line in the whole song is not "once a whore, nothing more, sorry, that'll never change." To me, it's "I've watched his wildest dreams come true, not one of them involving you."
Yeah.
That's some cold shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
definitely.
you, Haley. Like, you're... And I'm not saying that this should be like, this is who Haley Williams is as a person. I'm saying the perspective in which this song is being sang from is the perspective of a not good person. So, of course, that person would call this other person a whore unjustly. Of course, like, calm down. Nobody asked you to change these lyrics. That's so dumb. Why are you upset? Like, it's a dumb thing to be upset about. The person that you are portraying in the song is an asshole. So, of course, that's what you would say. I'm surprised you didn't say worse. I'm surprised you didn't call her a fucking skank at some point.
You're angry.
Did you find out that Judith was his grandmother?
The song is a raw portrayal of Kanan's deep emotional pain and anger at witnessing his mother's prolonged suffering while she maintained her faith.
I thought it was grandmother. That's my bad.
Look, it's Falls Manor, man.
That's my bad.
It's all good.
I'm apologizing.
But see, it's deeper. But it's deeper, with his feelings towards it.
Well, and that's real. Like, who knows, dude? This might not be a real fucking story.
No, this is just...
Josh might have just showed up to band practice one day and said,
No.
"Hey, Haley, I got an idea." Like that's more than likely what happened.
Because Haley was also like a little, Southern Christian girl at the same time. I guarantee she was the girl that had the guy, and the other girl took that. So like she's singing of a different perspective.
Even then,
I can see her doing that.
Even then, it makes you look better because the other girl called you a whore.
Right.
Like what a bitch! Why would she do that? It's just so like get off your fucking high horse. I'll give you the not good example. I wrote a song that shortly after I wrote it, it's a lot more in the vein of what Maynard wrote about. I didn't agree with. I wrote a song called Fanatic years ago that was about me and my own struggles with believing in God. And it's a very aggressive song in which I say the word fuck more than I have in any song I've ever written. Like it's not like Limp Bizkit hot dog levels of fuck, but there's plenty of fuck.
No,
there's plenty. I think there's double digits. Like there's like 10 at least. But like the chorus is like in the verses, I'm constantly questioning like how real certain aspects of the Bible are or whatever. And the chorus is, God, come and strike me down if you think that I'm wrong, but you know that I'm not, so fucking leave me alone. Like, even at the time, dude, like, but I didn't want to, like, I was like, fuck, dude, I don't necessarily agree with this anymore.
Yeah.
I was kind of just one of those, like, I was kind of pissed in the moment kind of things. And then, like, within a year, I was like, fuck, I don't know. But you know what I did? I kept playing it. I mean, there was literally people that would come to see us because we used to open up with that show, with that song for two reasons. One, I like opening with a strong opener. It had a really strong, catchy guitar riff at the beginning. You can go find that song on our Spotify. It is there. Look for The Broken Standard. That song is there if you need a side-by-side. But I thought it was a great way to open the song. And two, I kind of just wanted it to be gone. I didn't want to keep doing it. But I had multiple people, including people from other bands that we play with, that were like, dude, that's got to be your closer. And even at that point, I didn't necessarily want to keep playing the song. But you know what I did? Fuck, people want to hear it. They say it should be the closer. I guess it's going to be the closer. And we weren't making near as much money as Haley's made on Misery Business. So shut the fuck up, play the goddamn song, and be thankful that they're still giving you all that goddamn money. You're a fucking millionaire now. You said whore. There's worse things. I am glad, I will say, if they really wanted to do something about this, today's day and age, you can just go and change the song on Spotify. Like, go try to find Let's Get Retarded by Black Eyed Peas. You won't. It's gone.
Right.
Like, it's just Let's Get It Started.
Yeah.
It's just Let's Get It Started now. And I enjoyed the other version way more. And I like just the staccato nature of the vocalings in the chorus. But that's neither here nor there. If they really wanted to do something about this song forever, they could. But I just, my number 4, let's move on. I'm so pissed. I didn't. Dude, this is what happens.
I'll let you go, bro.
When Rob's not on the fucking edibles, this is what happens.
Hey.
I'm just smoking now, and clearly smoking ain't doing shit. Like I've been sleeping terribly. I've been having nightmares every single fucking night. It's awful. That's what being off the edibles has done for me. But I'm doing it because guess what? I lost back a lot of that weight that I had put back on because I'm not eating my entire house anymore. Yeah. And I just can't afford to keep paying for edibles because
shit's expensive, bro.
My number 4 is Fences.
Oh.
I enjoy the fuck out of this song, dude. It's got like that swing nature to it, dude. And then it's still in the court. Once you get to the choruses, it still manages to be Paramore. It's still very enjoyable. I like it's the most different song on the album, but still has their sound in it. I believe it was one of the only songs on the record that was co-written by the guy that produced the album. Yes, David Benedeth, if that's how you pronounce Bendeth. I don't know. He co-wrote this and We Are Broken. But yeah, Fences just, it's fun, dude. It's fun.
Yeah, very fun song.
Yeah. Give me a number 4, Austin.
When It Rains.
When It Rains.
I love the intro for the guitar. Everybody coming in, but like, I really love Haley's soft voice.
Yes.
Like but whenever it gets to the chorus, it's just that she's just up there doing her thing. Like,
and it's very like, I like that it's, I don't know if it's necessarily the word I'm looking for. It's kind of more of the easy listening song on the record.
Yes.
Where it's one you can kind of just vibe to, roll the windows down, just have a good time.
Right.
Yeah,
and the lyrics are good.
Yeah. Look, I've said a lot of negative about Haley.
You've said a lot of negative about one song, so
She's such a good singer.
she is.
And especially on this record, dude, she doesn't miss whatsoever on this record. Especially on my number 3 whenever we get to that. But what's your number 3?
Oh shit. It's the long one. For a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic.
Pretty optimistic. The opening track of the album.
Always. The solid.
Big
dude.
opener. It's a good opener.
But yet
Good
again, just like, but I like that the raunchiness in this one. Like in her voice, it's just more kind of like a yelling aspect to it. But yet again, that chorus comes in, and it's just, that's the thing about Paramore. Paramore is our Taylor Swift in like the rock world, man. Every chorus is fucking banger.
Yeah. Yeah, straight up. No, yeah, I mean, good way to open the album. There's not a song on here I dislike. I'm very clear about that. There are 1 or 2 skips, but there's not a single dislike on this album. And yeah, for a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic. I think was a good. It's a good way to start it. And I love me a good old-fashioned Midwest emo style fucking song title.
And
I
then,
enjoy
yet
that.
again,
Very Bill Murray of you. Very, very, very Fall Out Boy of you.
And then we go to that wonderful just halftime. I'm a sucker for a halftime.
So, speaking of halftime, let's talk about my number 3, Let the Flames Begin.
Let the Flames Begin. Why you like it?
So, the halftime's not as traditional. It's in the last chorus. It's a lot more just, instead of going bass snare, bass snare, bass snare. It's a lot more just riding the bass. I think one of the best choruses on the album. The word that I use to describe specifically Haley on this song, because I think that a lot of other things kind of understated. I think the guitar, while it's Josh is fucking killing it in the back, it's a little more understated on this one. The drums are very, very present, and I love the drums. Haley's vocals are powerful.
A lot of time work, but it just, yeah. Haley's voice I could probably definitely agree with the whole, like, that might be like one of the top choruses in this album.
Yeah, that last chorus, whenever he just starts riding that fucking bass drum, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good. Let the Flames Begin. Like, I don't think I've heard that song before this morning, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Really?
Like,
yeah, you never really listened to this album.
Yeah, dude, like, really haven't. Like, for a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic. I think was the first time I heard it was today. My number 2 that I'm about to get to was a single, and it's the first time I heard it was today. I swear to God.
It better not be.
We'll get to it. But Let the Flames Begin today was the first time I ever heard it, and I hooked. Like, this one and my number 2, I went back and forth with all day. Like, fuck, these two are the standouts. My number 1 is, my number 1 is just one that I've always adored since it came out.
I bet I know what it is.
You probably do. We are at my number 2 now.
Yep.
Hallelujah.
You didn't? Yeah. It's a fucking great song. That should have been on my top 5, but I had to give Misery Business a little bit of respect. But Hallelujah is my favorite after That's What You Get.
Yeah, another banger of a fucking chorus. More halftime drums from Zach Farro. Important to note that while the Farro brothers both left after Brand New Eyes, Zach did eventually come back to the band. So I'm sure the drums might fuck now. Maybe. I haven't listened to their last couple of albums. The last album I listened to, I think it was the one after Brand New Eyes. It's the one that has Still Into You on it.
Yeah.
Because my wife loves that song.
Yeah.
And that's one of the songs that J-Time does at Emo Night. So, like, but yeah, dude, like, Zach kills it. Like, his drums on this entire album, but specifically Let the Flames Begin and Hallelujah, I think are standouts. The drum sound is so good. His playing is just so tight. His rolls in between transitions so clean. And yeah, dude, Haley's just killing it. I mean, just as simply as hitting the Hallelujah.
I know.
She fucking kills it on this one, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've gone, and especially knowing it's a single. I can't believe I've gone this whole time not hearing it.
Agree.
Yeah. What have you got for number 2, bud?
That's what you get.
That's what you get. That's what you get when you let your heart win.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a good song.
Yeah, it is. Like, I everything about it. There's nothing I can say bad about it. I mean, just the fucking drummer just coming in with the snare floor tom and riding the hell out of that ride.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, it's Zach's
Play this.
drumming on this whole album so good.
Played a lot of drums to this song.
Yeah.
Now, my number 1, I played over the top amount of drums to this song, and this will forever be my number 1 Paramore song ever, is Crush, Crush, Crush.
Right. So while we're here, I love how it starts and ends the exact same with me and you. The number 1 and number 5 is the exact same.
Yeah.
And then nothing in common in the middle.
Right.
So we know what 1 and 2 is going to be. Yeah, dude, Crush, Crush, Crush. It's the one song on this record. Like, I eventually wanted to learn how to play Misery Business, but it's the one song that on guitar, I was like, I'm learning this motherfucker. And I love how Josh puts it together. He makes a lot of choices that, like, I, as a guitar player, I'm like, I never would have done this. Like, I would have made this so much easier, and I would have left out so much of these transitions and shit.
But you can't.
These chord changes. I would, like, if I wrote this, I wouldn't have done this. But, yeah, Josh's writing, great. Her vocals are great. The chorus, I would say probably my favorite chorus on the album. The verses are
2, 3, 4.
best. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Nothing compares to. So good. The verses are my favorite verses.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. Crush, Crush, Crush. So
I mean,
fun.
even all the way down to, like, whatever that is. It's not like a pre-chorus, but the whole, like, they taped over your mouth, that whole section.
Yeah,
just
so good.
Like, I
Little
feel
stars.
anger from Haley.
Dude, she got down on this one,
Yeah.
dude. And just the whole whispering crush going into the chorus. 2, 3, 4. Like, it's so
Right.
so
It's such a
Goddamn.
well-rounded, like, every song is good, like, well-rounded, but this one was like, they spent time making sure each part made perfect sense. You know?
yeah, like it's a very well crafted song. Like, it is, especially if you're a musician and you go and dissect these songs, you first of all, like, if you're a band that's like Paramore, who the fuck are they? Like, if you're one of those elitist types, go dissect the songs, and I think you'll get a little bit more appreciation.
Yeah.
Crush, Crush, Crush for me specifically, like, it made a big deal to me as a songwriter, because I'm and I'm thinking, like, literally this was the song, because this is a similar type of music that I liked to write. I like emo music. I like, I never really wrote pop punk type music, but I was very emo alternative. So I was a huge fan of this, and, like, kind of putting that song together and playing it for myself. I'm sitting here like, so many times I'm like, fuck, dude, like, this is brilliant. This is so brilliantly put together.
Yeah. And
There's
the
so many
video,
little
she's hot
nuances.
as shit. I'm saying it.
Dude, straight the fuck up, dude. 07 Haley Williams, untouchable. You know,
Even till now.
she's great. Well, I mean, she's like our age.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's she's a little older than me, I think. I'm 34. But, like, I mean, because especially at that time, 07 when this came out, I was 16. Bro.
Yeah.
In love. I still have a thing for redheads to this day.
She's only 36, mate. We have a chance.
2 years older than me. I
would never.
I can't put up with that.
No.
I'll be in the kitchen every day, be like, because let's face facts, I'm cooking in that house. We know that. I'm wearing the apron. I'll be a traditional housewife all day. And let's face facts, dude. I'll be in that kitchen flipping pancakes. Like, you can just say whore. It's not that big.
But
of a
your
fucking
mullet's
deal.
in my mouth, like, she could just say fucking whore. Like,
No, I'll say it out loud. I'll say it out loud. You can just say it. Like, you can just do it. You know? Do you think, brother? You think I'm not taking half? We get divorced? Fuck you. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
you know what else I'm right about? Crush is obviously number 1. Misery is obviously number 2. We know that for sure. Let's go ahead and start moving these down here. We're gonna figure this out. So yeah, Crush is number 1. Misery's number 2. Couple of big singles right off the fucking rip. We got to fill 3 songs. And we got 6 to choose from. We haven't been faced with a task like this in a while.
Hallelujah second.
Or third, you mean?
Third, yep.
Yeah, I think for sure Hallelujah. God damn, what a song. Now I think you should for sure get 4 on this then. For me, there's a part of me that wants to say That's What You Get, but when we do that, we've got all of the singles right then and there, which isn't a bad thing. Especially for this album, I think you can make the argument they got it right with the singles. For a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic. I think would be my other choice on this because I think it is a great opener. What's your thoughts between That's What You Get and For a Pessimist?
Even though I have That's What You Get second, but that's just because I played drums to it so much and I just always endure it. But like probably like my favorite is when I click on this album and I get that first song. Like I'm never not every time, even though like I'm gonna listen to this album just to listen to Crush Crush. No, For a Pessimist gets left on and then I change. Yes. So it's just one I just enjoy the song that much.
For a Pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic. Now here's the thing. Deciding this last one's going to be tough because we got some great options. That's What You Get is still there. We could just have all 4 singles. It's not a bad call. Like,
no, I don't want that because I'm actually like for a solid 5 to give you that difference. But one of the funnest songs on the album, I would throw Fences, either Fences or When It Rains. Fences I lean more to because it's
so different.
It didn't make my list, but it's such a fun just song to go through.
I was really worried you were going to have We Are Broken on here because it really felt like that for a second.
No, I was fucking with you. Do I like We Are Broken? Yeah, I like the softness to it, but it's not.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Like, I think for me personally, Let the Flames Begin is such a fucking banger, but I also feel like I can also make the argument that Hallelujah scratches a similar itch for me as far as like the halftime. And you know me and you both suckers for halftime. Hallelujah does it a little more consistently. Let the Flames Begin, you kind of got to wait till the end of the song. Fences, it's the most different song, which I think is important if we're telling everybody, hey, especially like I could have used the top 5 list going into this, like, because I really didn't like. I was like, I had to listen to the old record, obviously, because we were making this list. But this is one of those albums I could have seen myself on the other side. And if somebody would put Fences on here, I'd have been like, that was a good fucking addition.
Yeah.
So I think we're both saying Fences.
Mm-hmm. It took me a second to think about it, but with We Are Broken, it is a song I do enjoy, but it's also like Shadow of the Day from Linkin Park. Like, all right, you hear it once, you've heard it, that's all you ever needed. You heard it once, good song, never listen to it again. Like it gets not annoying, but there's like a nuisance to it.
Well, and We Are Broken didn't have the problem that Shadow of the Day did, where it wouldn't go the fuck away.
Oh my dude, being in a Canes, Shadow of the Day always fucking played.
That just sounds like hell to me. Being in Canes, I miss being in Canes. We don't have that in Alabama. It sucks here. Or we have, I think they're in South Alabama, but fuck South Alabama. I don't live there.
Right.
So number 5, Fences. Yep. Get a little swing in your step. Number 4, For a Pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic, which is a lot of how I could say for myself, if I'm being completely honest. I think that describes me as a person. 3, Hallelujah, or more appropriately, Hallelujah. I can't do it as good as Haley. Dude,
no one can.
Dude, she kills the
a lot of people can, but
2, Misery Business. 1, Crush, Crush, Crush.
Get it. Listen to it. You need it.
Let's go ahead and pull from the bowl as fast as we can so that we don't break an hour. I am going to say, every time I've heard Haley sing a cover song, it wasn't awesome. So I think she's exclusive to her own music. I heard her cover Passengers one time with Deftones. She did Maynard's part. Wasn't awesome. 10 years feeding the wolves.
Yes, sir.
Talk about taking it back to 2010, dude. This is one. Talk about a song.
This was mine and your album.
An album we burned a fucking hole in.
Yeah.
I'm all about that, dude.
Let's go. I'm excited even more now.
Oh, I'm pumped on that, dude. So I think this is going to be the last one that we do before we do a Killer Confession new album.
Yep.
So we're going to take a week off at some point. But, yeah, so tune in. You're not taking a week off. This is still coming out. I'm talking about us. Tune in next week. Feeding the Wolves by 10 years. Fuck, that's going to be good. Until then, that's Peaches. I'm Rob.
I'm Austin.
And thanks for hanging out.